Well, hello and welcome to 60 Up members page. Hopefully you're here for a great workout. This is what I like to call my month of gratitude, or having an attitude of gratitude, with Thanksgiving topping off the month. And getting ready for Thanksgiving means thinking a little bit what I call about paying it forward. So we can think of that in many ways. Paying it forward with your gratitude and your attitude and your thankfulness for the body you have and for the people in your life. But also, how about paying it forward with the cardiovascular system and the calories you burn, because you know at the end of the month and throughout December you may be consuming a little bit more than you used to. And we know that one of the keys to staying healthy from a joint perspective, a balanced perspective, a heart and lung perspective, is staying in an ideal body weight. So with a lot of eating going on, let's pay it forward today. We're going to be a little more cardio. I called this my 60 up the pace speed and agility workout today. Wednesdays we do a little more of an intermediate workout. So with that, I always like to give you the option of having a chair nearby, so that if you do get a little fatigued or feel any need to take a break, that you have that right there for you to go ahead and take your break. But for those of you that want to go for the long haul, remember the great thing about the 60 up is that safety is built right in. So you've got your 60 up board, which is going to stimulate balance and strength and so many other great neurological connections as it wobbles a little, but you've got those poles so that you can stabilize yourself and feel comfortable in a standing position throughout the workout. Now, I may not hold the poles the whole time, especially during the warm-up, but that doesn't mean that you can't keep a hand, at least one hand, on a pole throughout the workout. So that's my goal for today. And I want to talk a little bit about how we can monitor or make sure that our goals are hitting the mark. And I'd like to use a little something today. So how do you feel grateful for the health you're in? Number one is by tracking your progress. So what we're going to do throughout the month of November is we're going to start every workout with what I call my little step in place tracker. And what my goal or my hope for you is that at the end of the month, you'll see some improvement in that tracking mechanism. So you can say, you know what? I did make a difference in my body. I'm grateful for that this month, and I'm going to continue doing it every month. So shall we all get up and try that? Are you guys with me today? I'm going to explain it, and we're going to do it together, and then we'll get the actual meat of the workout, where we're going to work a little bit more aggressively on picking up our pace and agility, and of course keeping the cardiovascular system going. But first will come what I call my tracking exercise. So everybody get behind your board right now. And we're going to take one of the red, see the hooks that you normally would put your tubing on. Take that and turn it around so that it's facing you. Now place your thigh, the thigh that's closest, the outside thigh, up in the air until you feel like your leg is at kind of a right angle, parallel to the floor. And then move this to match that. So find that marker where your kneecap from the side, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see that on me more clearly, where when my knee comes right up to that red hook, it's pretty parallel to the floor, or a 90-degree angle at the hip. So now you've got your marker. So everybody's will be a little different depending on the height of your body and the length of your femur, calf, everything else, or your tibia, fibia. So bring that knee up again to about a right angle where the red hook is. Can you see that? Now that's going to be my visual marker for my step in place test. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to center myself so that I can comfortably hold on to this one pole that has the marker right in front of me. I'm going to have a nice posture with my feet about shoulder width distance, head held high, nice core engagement. And then all we're going to do, just practice before we get going, is we're going to march in place, trying to get each knee to come up to the height of that red hook. And remember, you personalized the height of that red hook so that when your knee comes to that level, it's pretty close to parallel to floor. It doesn't have to be exact. So that's your marker. Now, here's the test, or here's the way we're going to chart our progress during the month of November, so we can be a little more grateful for the fact that we're getting in better shape and taking control of our body, our health, and hopefully our mind with our attitude of gratitude. So I want you now to march in place when I say go, and we're going to march for 1 full minute. And I want you not to worry about watching me. I want you to watch your red hook and count every time the left leg, which if you're on the left side, count the left leg. If you're on the right side, count the outside of the right leg. Every time that right or left leg hits, just one leg, not both, so just 1, 2, 3, and you can even put your hand here so that you kind of slap it and count it. And your goal is to keep the pace up as high as you feel comfortable and count every single one for the full minute. And we're going to log that somewhere so that we can compare it as we progress. So are you ready? All right, here we go. Coming on the minute. Set. Are you with me? All right, guys, remember, lift and count every knee as it hits. Ready, set, go. You do it on your own. Count to yourself. Fast as you can. Breathe. Just the one leg. Keep going if you can. You're halfway there. If you get tired, stop. Keep the count going though. Only when you lift that leg. Nice deep breaths. Just about 15 seconds to go. Keep the count going. Keep the posture up. 10 seconds. And stop. All right. Whew, keep walking, because that was a nice little heart rate elevation too. It'll be part of the warm-up. So now go find a pen if you've got one. Walk around a little bit rather than standing still. Take a piece of paper out for November and keep this, please, so that you can keep that marker, because we're going to write it down every single workout. So I hope you're going to join me for every Wednesday in November, and we'll make a comparison. Okay? Whew, I'm warmed up already. How about you? All right, let's get back to our workout now. I always like to use a little bit of music, so we'll add some music. And remember that our goal today is to pick up the pace and to work a little bit on agility. All right, let's see if I can get this going. Nice deep breath. Keep walking in place for me. Let me turn my Bluetooth on. We're getting there. All right, almost. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness, I just turned it off. Turn it back on. It'll come there. There it is. All right, stand nice and tall, hands on those poles, and let's keep that marching going. But this time a little lower, not worried about getting those knees up quite so high like you just did. Let's cool it down a little from where we were. Now take it out, 2, slow, in, 2. So nice and slow, a little bigger step. Knees are coming up higher as you plop those feet down on the floor. Out, out, in, in. Again, think about your posture while we go slow with our pace. Pace is our goal today. We're going to play around a little bit with it, improve it, increase it. All right, heel drop center. I always like to do these to stimulate those core muscles and of course the bones as you have that little bounce. There we go. Now take your hands, put them on that pole top and bounce those as well. Why? Because if you were with me last month where we focused on skeletal health, we know that bone density is site specific, so we want to keep a little jarring action happening in the upper and lower. Now march right, slow. march. Good job. Just starting to lightly and slowly increase our cardiorespiratory response. Posture in mind, pace slow. Now go wide 2 and narrow for 2. Big steps, out, in. Heavy feet on the floor. Lifting those knees a little higher, out, 2 and in. Again. Tighten that core up. When I say tighten the core up, I usually mean lift the chest, tighten the waistband. So your spine is well supported, your posture is tall. 4 more. That's it. 3 more. Deep breaths. 2. Last one. All right, heel drops again, right here. Pound those handles. Lift that chest, lift that chin. Let them bounce. In 8, 7. All right, now take and bend the knees. Bend the knees. There we go. Let's warm up now, up the joints of the body, okay? So here comes knees and hips. Sit back into your chair or the imaginary chair behind you. Good job. Now I want you to stay down in the chair position and tap your toes. And I know this is hard for those of you that have any loss of feeling in your feet or ankles. So just do as best you can. Get those toes flipping and flopping up and down. That's it. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come up to tall posture again. This time through the spine. Flat back down. Roll through and up. I always like to warm up the spine well before we get going on the base of the workout. So we need to roll it through flexion and extension, which is what we're doing now. Rolling through, getting the blood circulating. Inhale and exhale. Feels good, doesn't it? Well, you know what? Hopefully most of what we do feels good. Some of what we do feels great. And then maybe the rest feels a little challenging, a little fatiguing, but never painful, okay? Keep that in mind. Pain is not your point. That's not what you're going for. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Now from here, reach up and over. Again, stretching, but also warming up those lateral muscles of the back, the arm, the shoulder girdle, the hip. Wake it up. Here we go. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more, one each side. Then last one, up and over. And one more move for the spine is to rotate. So take and rotate. And let's take one arm and reach around like you're gonna, I don't know, slap the wall behind you. Just rotate around. That upper back and shoulder girdle. Inhale and exhale. Use your neck, look behind you. 2 more times. Last one. Now walk the feet out wide, toes out, knees out, and just lunge side to side. Again, working a little bit more on those lateral muscles of the body and the hip and the knees and the ankles. Feel good. You got it. Stretch across the chest as well. Push that shoulder towards the opposite pole. Nice. Stretching the inner thigh, the hips, the knees, the calves. You've got this. All right, now bring it back to the center and just go down and up, knees and toes in an outward direction. A little external rotation through the hip. Let's go ahead and stretch into the fingers. Fingers down, fingers up. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent. Couple more. Last 2. Let's Starting to feel warmed up? All right, let's just shake off any leftover neck or shoulder tension from last night's hopefully restful sleep. Let's half circle the head from shoulder to shoulder. This is also starting to stimulate your balance a little as you let that head roll and those eyes follow the direction of your roll. Couple more. Last one to each direction. Bring it back up to the center. Head to the center. Now look to the right, center, and left. Doesn't that feel nice? Stretching out through the cervical vertebra of the neck. Chin pulled in slightly. 4 more. 3, 2, and then last one now. Walk the toes and heels in, back to narrow position, feet right underneath you, pedal the feet a little, right, left. Let that heel pop up and stretch the arch of the foot. Good, you've got it, nice and slow. Slow, one heel up, one heel down. Okay, chin and chest high. Wiggle the fingers every once in a while, or the thumbs up and down. Now we're going to pace this a little different. We're going to go quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Shift, shift, shift. 1, 2, hold. Quick, quick, slow. Good. Keep going. Nice. Breathe. Keep your core tight. Shift, shift, hold. 2 more. Last one. All right, now just go up slow and down slow. So rise up onto your toes and let your heels come off the floor as high as they'll go. Nice and slow. Slow on the way up. Now we're going to change this a little. We're going to go slow up, quick down. Slow up, quick down. So it's almost like you rise up and the chair gets pulled right from underneath you. Rise up, let it come down fast. Rise up, boom, tighten your core as you're coming down. Tighten your pelvic floor. That's it. 2 more. Quick on the down. Last one. All right, march it lightly. Right, left, left. All right, guys. Waking up, shaking up. Ready to work on pace, agility, cardio payback, or I shall say calorie payback. How about that? Paying it forward for the holiday season. Up, down, up, down. Try to stay in pace with me if you can. Now, if you get off pace, that's okay too. Do the best you can. Let's pick it up. Let's go. Now, whenever you pick up the pace, you might not be lifting the feet as high. You might be leaning in a little more and bearing a little more weight through your poles. That's okay. All right, slow it down. Left. Normal. Chin up, chest up. March it out. Ooh boy, we're gonna start to feel some cardio response now. Inhale, exhale. We'll call this the medium or moderate pace. Can you feel that on the beat? Are you ready? To the fast pace. Go, fast feet. It's about picking up the pace, which includes a lot of agility. Here we go. You can't lift the feet as high because you're trying to get a faster turnover from left to right and right to left. Keep it going. Ooh, slow down if you need to, but I'll pace you and try to stay with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step right, slow, slow. Or we'll call it, this isn't quite slow, this is our intermediate or moderate pace. Stepping side to side. Chin and chest up. Oh yes, your heart rate is going to be up. And anytime we do those little faster pace moves, it's kind of a sprint. It's a little mini interval that really elevates that burning factor, that factor of calorie burn. But we want to keep it moving, keep it grooving, paying it forward. All right, now we're gonna slow this down, super slow. Slow down, slow. Ah, you like that, don't you? Now why am I slowing this down? Because there's one more pace we can take things. It's what I call the load and explode pace. And that really adds a lot to your muscle tension and your response, both neurological and physiological. Calorie burn, as well as getting that brain to be able to fire and explode when you need it. But sometimes it helps to go super slow first, like this. Are you ready to experience that next pace called load and explode? So notice as I load, I bend the knees and the hips. Stay with me. I'm going to talk you through this. You don't have to stop and watch. Just keep it moving. Now you're going to watch me for the next few and do it with me when you can. Explode. Explode. So notice I load. I don't just step over. I quickly jump over. Load, explode. Load, explode. That's it. Back to normal or moderate. Step, tap. Woo. Now, if you thought that fast feet pace really made your heart rate go up, how did you feel about that load and explode? That really puts the, I don't know, what do they say? Pedal to the metal, metal to the pedal. I always mess that one up. Keep moving. Excellent. All right, march left, left, right, left. Good job, guys. Back to moderate pace. How you feeling? Are you ready to go speed it up a little? Go. Remember, these sprints are all about learning to change the pace at will, to go fast when you need to slow it down and to power it over when you need to. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now slow it down, real slow in the march. So this is super slow. Just lift and drop. These are kind of like our Frankenstein monster walks. Chin up, chest up. Woo! Let yourself recover a little bit here. Now, what would happen if we added a little load and explode to this? It might look like this, load, explode. Start with just the load, the load. So instead of marching in place, we're loading in the forward position onto your board. Heavy foot, heavy foot. Good, you got it. You know, step around the red line, maybe right off to the side. Doesn't have to be exactly in the middle, but towards the center of your board so it stays pretty upright, not too much rocking going on. But there's always a little rocking going on, right? It's the nature of the 60 up, to make you react. Good. All right, so this is just the load, but in a few seconds, we're gonna go from load to load explode, changing that pace. Ready? Here we go. Load, push off, load, push off, load, explode. Notice how it makes me kind of do this little hop where I'm gonna catch myself back on my feet. Push back, push back. Did you get it? If you got it, you're gonna feel it. It really elevates that heart rate quite a bit. Load, quick puff, quick push, quick push, quick push. 4 more, quick push. 2 more. Last one. March right. Woo! Aren't you glad to be back to a march? Feel that heart rate? So I pick a nice, slow, steady march to help you recover a bit. Because anytime the heart rate elevates, ooh, there's a little payback going on. Pay it forward, pay it back. They work together. Good. Lift that knee. Here we go. Up, down. Catch your breath. Now let's go on the beat or moderate pace. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Right, left march. Chin up, chest up. Keep that cardio engine going. Here we are today working on November turkey trot pace. Here we go, trot in place. Whew. Building that endurance, building that agility, that speed. That's our goal for November. Trust me, you'll get better by the end of the month. All right, fast feet, here we go. Now remember, if I move to a pace you're not comfortable with, choose a slower pace. Remember, it's your workout. I'm just here to try to encourage you to go a little harder, to get a little faster, to add a little benefit. Come on, breathe for me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again, slow it down. March. Heavy foot. Excellent. Chin up, chest up, catch your breath. Whew. Heavy foot drop. Now, can you feel that heart rate decelerating? That's what you want, is to improve your body's ability to recover, to re-control that pace, that blood flow, that respiratory rate, and be grateful about it. Good. Again. And we're going to get ready for that forward load action that we did a second or so ago. So we're going to start with the right. Load and push back, but no explosion. Just kind of put your weight into that board and off. Get your foot. See, I tripped a little on mine. Did you see that? As you get tired, sometimes those toe picker-uppers don't work as well. So go back and focus more. Focus more. Foot alongside the red line. It's okay to glance down occasionally, but don't get your body posture too far forward. So if you glance down, try to keep your glance more from the eyes than the top of the head, because once you start to tilt your head, it seems like everything else goes in the same direction, and we don't want to go forward with our posture. We want to keep that tall standing alignment. All right, are you ready to add that explosion, that quick, rapid reaction to the load that I call load and explode? That power factor. All right, here we go. Up and back, up and back. I know this is hard, guys. It is a little advanced, so please feel free to omit or only do a few. Like, it's okay, even if you only do 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, and then come back to just loading and gently stepping back. You know, that's where if you do what you can and you kind of remember it from week to week, you're going to feel so grateful when you see your body improving and monitor and mark it. That's it. Appreciate it. Recognize it. That's nice. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, and then slow left tap side. Whew. Remember this? Nice and slow. Side to side left, side right. Open up those lungs. Shrug those shoulders. Sometimes our upper body gets a little tired of just going along for the ride. So let's give a little shrug here. Excellent job, guys. Keep breathing, and we're gonna stop for a water break after this next little load and explode, okay? Hopefully, you're all filling up for this workout. It is our pay it forward, calorie busting, pace, lifting, agility, stretching workout. We are going to up it today. Here we go. 4 more. 3, 2. Now we're gonna load, explode. Load, explode. Nice. And whenever you add explode or power over, put a little more weight into your arms so that you're using some of those upper body muscles to propel you, as well as those legs and hip muscles. Whew. Load and explode. That's it. A couple more. Last two, last one, and walk it off. Whew. Catch your breath after that one. All right, let's walk around, shake off your arms, especially if you were using them as part of the push. Come on over and get some water, okay? Good job, everybody. Let me see if I can see anybody today. They changed up the way this looks online again, so I can't always see comments. I was seeing the comments so easily. Ah, there we are. Pat. Haha, Dan said to say hi. Thanks, Pat. Dan, hi back. And hopefully you're with us today and you'll be loading and exploding your workout too. Okay, Mona, good to see you. Chad. Whew, Chad from Austin. Yes. Thanks for the compliment, Pat, and Dan through Pat. Okay, ready to get going? Did you get some water? Well then come on, let's get back on our board. We've been on the floor a lot, so now it's time to get up. 60 up. Are you ready? All right, comfortably step right foot up, left foot up, around the 2 mark, 2 on each side, and let's just go for a slight rocking action. Not too hard in either direction, not too fast in either direction. Just get that neurological system accustomed to shifting the weight from the feet, through the calves, through the knees and hips, through the core and arms. Feel how you contribute to the shifting of your weight to get that board to move. We can focus it more in different areas, but right now just use it all. Lean with the body. Good. Nice and steady, nice and slow, slow, slow. Sink in. Now we're gonna go quickly, so let's go. Quick, quick, quick. Think about that shift in pace. What you might notice is different about it. Do you notice you have to kind of bend your knees a little more and be in a grip, almost like a catcher's position, a ready position to push fast, to use the agility through your body to stay in pace with the beat of the music? I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's back there. Keep in pace. All right, let's go slow again and feel the difference. Slow. You can kind of use a little bit of everything when you're going slower, right? You can move more through the knees, the hips, the ankles, the toes, the torso, the arms. You've got time for it all. Push. Side to side. Breathe. Nice and slow. Sink in and over. Good job. Let's go back to that quicker pace. Go. Really got to push through those feet. Got to set that body. Bend the knees a little bit more. Come on, stay with it. That's it. You're going to feel those muscles gripping, that heart rate soaring. All right, let's combine those with 2 quick, 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 slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, control. Quick, quick, slow. Quick. You've got this. Stay on rhythm. 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, now march, march, march. Let's bring it into the center and march on board. Let one foot come all the way up and the other one stay on that board around 1 to 1.5 on the ground or on the board. You're rocking ground. Can we pick up the pace? Let's go. Now it's like you're going for a little jog on your board. The feet are lifting, but not too high because you've got to get them right back down on the board again to transfer to the beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Once again, you'll notice that typically when you pick up the pace, you bend your knees a little more, don't you? Here we go. Ooh, boy, feel that heart rate racing. Feel that depth and rate of respiration increasing. That's heart work. That's cardio work. Keep it going. All right, now slow it down to the slow march. Notice when I go slow, my feet come up more. So there's a little bit more of a balance action as I transition between right, left stomping. Chin up, chest up, nice and high. Whew. Good job. Keep moving, keep it flowing. Now, wide and narrow. Remember we did this on the floor where we went wide and narrow in our warm-up. So now we're going to take and transition that same change of foot position on that rocking surface so that we get a little more neuromuscular activity going on between our brain and our body as we not only work on balance and stability, but a little agility. Are you ready? Pick it up faster if you can. Out, out. I don't know how fast you can go. This might require glancing down a bit. One more. All right, stay centered. Heel drops. Whew. Right there. Wipe it clean. Now march it slow, but right, left, right. We were leading with our left that whole last series. I always like to do the same thing with the opposite leg leading. Slow. Slow. Feet are falling at about 1.5 between the 1 and 2. All right, are you ready? Pick it up. Let's go. Bend those knees a bit more. Pick up that pace. Transfer that weight a little faster. Feet probably don't lift quite as high. Those are just the natural adjustments you make when you have to change your pace, right? Here we go. Up, down. Good job. Now slow it down, but go wide and narrow. Wide to narrow. Now while we're going nice and slow, just really feel for that shift through the body, that conscious use of the edges of the feet, the thighs, the hips, core. You've got it. Oh, I just untied my own shoestring. How'd that happen? Okay, keep going while I tie my shoestring. You don't have to tie yours. This is the ultimate test. Can I stay on board and tie? Woo! That should be a nice little exercise. Out. Out. I hope we're on the same pace. Here we go. Wide, 2, narrow, 2, wide, 2, narrow. Again, catch your breath. Remember, we are going to pick up the pace and the agility and the speed on this, but you're going to stay in your own comfort zone. So please stay within what seems reasonable for you. Here we go. Ready? Out, out, in. Sometimes when I go fast and add this little agility like this, moving in and out, I like to look at my feet a little more just to make sure that I'm not getting off center or hitting those pole holes. Good. And then once I feel like I've got it, I can look back up. Or not. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Whew, thank goodness. Heel drops. Clear the dockets. There we go. Chin up, chest up. Whew. Heart rate up. Mine was. All right, now let's just go back to rocking, a little wider stance, and just give your body a chance to breathe as you sway. Breathe and sway. Good job. Now, take your feet as wide as you're comfortable, like toes towards the 3, so there's a little turnout of your feet, hips, and knees in the direction of the 3s. Now lunge, and hopefully if your toes and knees are turned out properly, you're able to lunge right and left without your knee touching the pole. All right, that's a good indicator that everything's turned out properly. So slow lunge right and left. Load, 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 load. You got this. Nice and slow. Good. Building up some mobility along with this stability. Now we're going to change it a little by going down, down, shift. Down, down, shift. Down, down. So it's almost like you're going deeper into the lunge and then popping over without changing your foot position. That would be a little too crazy. So it's like you're lunging, leaping, but you're not disconnecting the feet. It's a press, press and push. Press, press and push. Press, press. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now turn in the direction of the right and just rock forward and back in your right direction. And let's just loosen up those ankles a little bit. Stay tall. The hand that's closest to me should be on the front pole. There we go. Rock and roll. Good job, everybody. Now we're in that side position, walk the plank position, I like to call this. And then what we're going to do is step the feet together to the right end. And then we're going to step down, turn around. Step up and over. Step down, turn around. Quick step. Step up and over. Try that with me. Step down, turn around quick. Step up and other side. Step down, turn around. So the quickness is happening on the turn, isn't it? Step, quick, quick, quick. Step up and together. Step, quick, quick, quick. Step up. And this is a little bit of agility as well, because you got to turn it around, bring it right back up, walk it over that plank, rocking plank, that is. Step up, feet together, step down, quick, 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 step up, together, step down, quick, quick, quick. Good job. Stay with me. Together, down, quick, 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 step up, together, down, quick, quick, quick. Beautiful. You've got this. Step, quick, quick, quick. A lot happening here. You're having to balance as you tandem walk. You're coming down, you're walking around, changing your pace around that cone, imaginary cone on the floor, winning the race. Again, just a couple more. Quick, quick, quick. Last one. Quick, quick, quick. Now stay here. Facing in, we're going to step up, step down. Step up, step down. Good. Nice and soft. Load, tap, load, tap. That's it. So it's up, tap. Now we're going to take this simple step up and tap, step down and tap move, and we're going to intensify it by adding more load and explode, but we're only going to explode on the up and then be soft on the down. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Load, explode up, step down soft. Explode up. Good job. Explode. Nice. 2 more. Whew, heart rate going up again. 1 more. All right. Now this time, come up, balance, and down. So we're just going to make this more about balance. Try to balance on that one leg. That's it. Tapping down, balancing the leg on the up. That's it. Stay tall. Line up that body over that leg that you're stepping onto. Again, step balance and work that little outer hip muscle a bit, the gluteus medius and the outside tendinous band called the tensor fasciae latae. Ooh, that's nice. Again, up, lift, down, tap. Tall body. Couple more. Last one. All right, now come on down. Walk it around to the other side. As you know, what we do on the right, we have to do on the left. So stepping with a tap up and a tap down. Tap up, tap down. Same thing. First, just getting the tempo and the pace of that tap, and then adding a little more load and tap, load and tap. Good. You've got this. Breathe. Feel that heart rate elevating. Feel the depth of breath increasing. That's how you exercise, expand, and condition the heart and lungs. Beautiful. Are we ready to add a little load explode? Up, down, load, up, down, load, up. Now again, remember, if you're new or if you're just not feeling quite up to a more intermediate or advanced workout, omit the more challenging and stick with the move that you saw right before. So I don't have to add that explode up if that's not feeling good to me today. Whew. 4 more times. 4. Come on, guys. 3. Where's that gratitude? 2. We're here today. 1. Now add the lift, the balance lift, out and in. So whenever we slow down, there's what you're grateful for. Bringing it back together. Being here together. Think of all those things that you want to do, that you used to do, that you're going to do as you bring back your strength, your balance, your endurance, your agility, your pace, your speed. We're working on it all this month. Paying it a little forward, a little higher calorie burn in each workout this week. Good work. 4 more. Balance. 3. Last 2. 1 more. All right, let's take it down and behind the board. Good work. All right, oh, a lot of hip work there. So let's do some circles. Circle out. Circle out. Just rotate in that hip joint. Notice how my toe is on the ground, my heel comes up so that I can mobilize through the hip. Excellent. Now let's see if we can bring it up a notch off the floor for a little more balance concentration. We're still mobilizing that hip joint, but if the foot comes off the floor, leaves a little more responsibility on that standing leg to balance, doesn't it? Whew. Remember what I said, if it gets too difficult, stick with the move before. I always progress upward, so you know where you can go if you need to regress. All right, now we're gonna step up onto the board, and again, we're gonna be a little wider. We're gonna step the feet out to 2 to 2 and circle that hip. That's nice. So obviously this is harder than it was on the floor because you've got a little rock and roll happening. Good job. And now if you can, take it up and around. Watch out for the pole. You have to sweep across. Sweep across. You can look at your feet to make sure that you're placing them back down on that board. Excellent. Balancing on that remaining leg, opening up and mobilizing that other side or that hip. Here we go. Take it around. Stay tall. 4 more. Hurdle back. 3. Last 2. One more. Now from turnout, go wider, and let's just lunge rock. Start to slow this workout down. Get ourselves ready for a nice stretching sensation, because you know what? One of the things that we need to do is feel grateful for the workout, don't we? And no better way than to end with a very nice mobility stretching segment that leaves you feeling refreshed and reset. Lunges. You see how my foot is mobilizing as well? I'm letting my heel come up and then push down as I shift from right to left through the hip, the knee action as well. So bend and press. Nice. Excellent. Make sure you've got some really nice full deep breaths going on at the same time as you shift slowly right to left, left to right. 4 more. 3, 2, now hold here. Bend and hold. Just hold. Now pivot so that both toes are going towards your right. Hold your right, and now just bend and rock. Bend, front knee, rock back. Front knee bends, front knee and toe come up. Front knee bends, front knee straightens, toe comes up. That's it. Reposition your feet if you feel like you're not comfortably settled on your board. So you can always make those small adjustments. Now keep your core engaged. Remember what I said? That means chest up, head up, abdominals pulled in slightly to support the back and the spinal alignment. Good. Now we're just going to stay in the forward position. We're going to lean in and stretch. Push your back heel down. Put your back hand on your front thigh and just bend into the lunge and hold a nice long stretch. Inhale and exhale. Now come back, put your weight down into that back heel, and then push this hip forward. Bend the back knee and lean your torso to the left. Hold here. You can even put that back arm up in the air if you'd like. Opening up that torso, feeling that stretch down through the arm, through the core, into the back hip flexor. Hold here, back heel down. Stretch and breathe. Now bring that arm around if it was up. Reposition your feet, bring the front one back and wiggle so that the back heel is hanging off the board. And then just bend both knees a little and hang out nice and tall. Oh boy, feel that stretch in the calf that's hanging off the board. Stay here and just let it milk the static stretch. Hold here, hold here. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, rock the board so you can pivot and turn both feet around in the opposite direction. Put your hand on that left pole, get your feet comfortable, and start again with that rock and lunge where you bend the front knee and then you extend and pull the toe up. Your hip is going to naturally jut to the back as your body weight shifts to the back foot. That's it. Oh boy, you feel this in so many places when you do it right. Down that lower chain of the body, the hip, the pelvis, the hamstring, the calves, the ankles, the toes even if you pull them up high enough. Good. So before we end every class this month, I want you to mentally or even verbalize, give me at least one thing you're thankful for today. Maybe we'll grow the list as we go. But for week 1 in November, shout it out right now. What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this platform. I'm grateful that I can share my knowledge and my love of the 60 Up program and the system that Dan Metcalf started and continues to push and hopefully encourage and get more and more seniors or anybody that needs to work on balance and strength and neurological conditioning. I'm grateful for being a part of it. So that's my number one today. I hope you thought of a good one, and then we'll add more throughout the next few weeks. By the time we get to Thanksgiving, we'll have so much to be thankful for, we won't know what to do. All right, now let's go ahead into that lunge. Hold here, push that heel down, lift that back arm up, push your hip forward and lean back a little bit. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Make sure you hold on. Now bring it back to the front. Stretch forward a bit and wiggle that heel to the back. Let that heel drop off your board. And just stand tall and let the weight sink and stretch that rear ankle, and in particular the calf muscle. Bend both knees a little bit. You know, whenever you're stretching your calf, you want to do a little bit with the knee bent and then some with the knee straight. It changes the focus of that lower leg stretch for some of those tight muscles that need to be stretched. Nice deep breath. And then gently hinge back to the center, feet wide. Gently center yourself. Walk the feet to a comfortable 2 to 2, 2 to 2. Lean to the right, oh wait, that's the left. And reach the right over. Hold. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back down. Now lean to the right and reach with the left. Open up the side of the body. Stretching the back, stretching the shoulder girdle. Stretching the torso. And then bring it back to the center. Now from here, hinge forward. I know we're up on the board, which makes it a little tricky. Bend the knees, round the back up, just stretch it. It's okay if you rock a little side to side, tuck your chin in, push the back flat, push your hips to the back wall. Let's surf that board a little here, that's okay. And then round up again. Bring it back to the flat position. Now rock down to your left, step back with your right. Step back with your left. Now take your left hand, grab your right pole, and twist to look behind you. Don't look at me. Twist to look behind, opening the chest and shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back to the front. Now take the opposite side and twist to look behind you. Open that chest, open that shoulder, rotate through the spine, look behind. Take a deep breath and bring it back to the center. Pivot the toes, pivot the knees, pivot the hips. Whew, center your body. Step the feet to a comfortable stance. Now roll the shoulders up, down, and around. And as you do so, inhale, fill up the lungs, fill up the rib cavity, all the way up and around, and then exhale it out and down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth and nose. Inhale up, exhale down, fill up with all the stuff you're grateful for, and exhale out anything you don't want to be dealing with or thinking about today. Inhale again, all the good out with the bad. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, hold down. Now be balanced. Lift your head. Pull an imaginary string up to the ceiling, centering your body, strengthening your core around your spine, around your waist. Let the arms come out if you're comfortable to the side. Open out. Exhale down. Let them come up. Inhale. Exhale down. One arm only, right up and around. Left arm up and around. With your breath, both arms, if you can, up and around. Working on strong posture, alignment, balance, and control. Let's do 2 more with both. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And give yourself a big hand. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm grateful for you, and I hope you're grateful for us. And we'll see you every Wednesday. We're going to be working on picking up the pace, working on agility, paying it forward, and having a great reason to be here during this grateful month of Thanksgiving. All right? So we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. I will check in all week long for comments. So Chad, thanks for being here from Austin. Vicki, I know you'll be back later. Doug, I'm glad you were here as well. You all are so important, even those, Mona, that aren't making comments, that might just be in the background right now or might join me later in the week. I'm grateful for you all. Take care and stay 60 up.